Well, after a short weekend, we're back, everybody, with cryptocurrency markets doing what they normally do, just kind of bouncing around a little bit here. So I'm Randy with Altcoin Buzz Trading. We're going to go over the same tokens we did last week just to kind of get ourselves familiarized with them once again. But BTC over here, not doing much over the weekend. We kind of bounced up a little bit and curled back down over, and now we're trying to bounce back up yet again. But we haven't been able to go very far. We've been struggling to make any kind of progress, but our narrow range persists, which is good. Now, we didn't necessarily kill that trend line. We didn't necessarily break out from the 52,613, but this range is still valid. And if we find ourselves lower, you could try to counter trend this and buy the low and sell the high, or sell the high and buy the low if you want to stay in the range. But once that breaks, we should be directional, and ideally it takes us upward, which typically happens in these situations. Volume is still in a good trajectory for this to do that on the daily time frame. So anything can happen, and we are trying to get a couple of good candles here right now. But just before to that, we're two better sell candles. So it's a little bit touch and go on both sides of the coin right there. Yeah, we're gonna look at Solana, BNB, KCS, and Filecoin. So let's get right to those ones. Solana, we talked last week about maybe trying to break this line, maybe holding lows, nothing amazing. And we do get this lackluster bounce rolling over here right now. So as long as we don't undercut this level, which is also almost synonymous with 100, which we kind of are just bouncing off of 100 right now, sitting at 101.83. You know, this could be an opportunity down here to continue holding some. We didn't get a major bounce. Your stop's about 3.5% right now. This would be for a much larger hold, in my opinion. If you want to do that, you probably give this a full, 5 to 8% stop loss, maybe 8% stop loss here, giving us to these lows over here. And hopefully we can hold above those forever for the rest of this run at least, and then we're off. But we are in some good low areas for Solana for some accumulation. But you do want to have that risk capped. You don't want to have unlimited risk. You want to have minimized risk, unlimited potential. That's what I think this setup kind of gets you. So keep that in mind. There's no specific buy point here, though. This is more of a almost a buy low, sell high with good technical analysis wrapped in, because this is a good cup and handle. This is a nice handle. We're low in the handle, and if the pattern works out, the lower the handles, the lowest it goes, right? So there's a little bit of method behind that madness. BNB continues on upward, actually right now even making recent highs. Pretty nice and solid over the weekend, and now moving up here on an early Monday. So not bad, not bad. Just keeps reaching. Volume is a little bit low. That's a little bit disturbing, but we are still in the trend. So you have to stay with the trend, and we're deep in it, right? We had a breakout at 307, 367. Now we're up here at 395. Getting to the 400 number, big round number. Could see a little bit of distribution step in here, but it's nothing that I don't think you'll be too worried about. Just keep moving your stops up underneath each of these lows. Should have had one here, then you have one here. Then as you move up and you come back down, you go back up, then you have one here, right? Just keep moving these stops up and you'll be in a good spot. KCS really hasn't come really to life yet. We had the 10-6 on this kind of flag entry here for this. It's not really cup and handle. Your handle should be up here. This is an early entry to make the right side of the cup, essentially, if you want to do that. And you can see we went above it, came back down, but didn't undercut that much. We did go down a little bit, though, but now we're back at it. Volume is increasing a little bit. I'm hoping we're done going lower in this particular name, and we'll probably still chop, knowing KCS. This thing likes to chop substantially. But when last time this thing got going, I mean, this thing went crazy. So beautiful little curl right there is what I call a little curl into the breakout. Beautiful moves up, and maybe we'll do something like that here. And then Filecoin, unfortunately not really going too far. So nice little cup and handle. We see all the wicks up here. There's a little bit more distribution up here, but it's holding steady and stable. Haven't really undercut that level too much. About not even 4% actually. Not even 4% undercutting that once it broke out, but we definitely need some volume to step in. Otherwise, this is going to be a bunk trade for sure. And that's all I got for you guys. All in all, things are looking good here. It's generally best to stay with leadership. Look for good price action. Filecoin here with weak price action at the breakout, not ideal. But if you got it, you want to stay with it. You don't want to give up your position, as it really hasn't done anything too wrong. We just need some more accumulation. But eventually, you may get stopped out on it. But these other names are looking pretty good. Solana, I think, with really good low area here. BNB making new highs. But again, consider where you're taking profits, consider where you're taking losses. Don't leave it to chance. Okay? Put the order in. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading.